Good afternoon and welcome to Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Now, I started a little bit late today, had to get some sleep. I was super exhausted, so it's almost 3 p.m. now. Slow start, hanging out with the host, hanging out with Tokyo the dog. So I spent 7 days in Abu Dhabi and I explored a lot, pretty much every day, and I think I got a lot of it done. But Dubai is double the size with probably 3 times more to see. So let's see how much I can get done and how long it will take in the city. Welcome to Dubai Marina and Dubai Canal. There are water taxis that run through this canal throughout a major part of this section. So Marina Bay even has zip lining through the buildings all the way down the canal. Welcome to Dubai. So this elevated promenade is called Blue Waters Wharf. I must say this wheel is bloody massive. Oh my God. Well, with my journey around the world, I've seen a lot of skylines from a distance. Toronto, New York City, Shanghai, Hong Kong, lots of incredible sights. But you know what, this is pretty cool, I must say, but I still think Hong Kong and Shanghai are still my favorite across the harbor views. But this is pretty magnificent. Downtown Dubai right there. It is a Saturday night, so there's a lot of party boats out there in the harbor. So I'm now heading to the tram to catch that to go into the Palm Jumeirah. If you're not quite sure what that is, look at this photo. There you go. Now you know what it is. Let's go explore. So this miniature here will show, well, pretty much what's going on. So I'm getting on right here, stop number 1. There's a stop here, number 2. Somewhere in the middle, number 3. 4 is called the Point, and then at the end is Atlantis. So there's 5 stops with your tram. You can buy a one-way ticket or you can buy the two-way ticket. I'm going to stop, I believe, here and explore around. Take some photos, have some lunch, then I will probably go out to the peak here. And you can walk all this as well, but it takes a couple hours. And you can only take the tram out to the end where Atlantis is. So stops 1, 2, and 3 are obviously the cheapest one way. If you want to do a two-way, they get you a little bit more of a cost. If you want to go to the Point, it's a different cost, but if you want to go to the end where everything is, it's the biggest cost, obviously, but then they know they've got you stuck there, and you need to return, so they nail you with a return charge. Or you can do the all-day hop-on, hop-off, which is more expensive. It's not too bad, it's like 35 dirham, but whatever. There are lots of little catches here. You gotta be smart with your money when you're in Dubai. And of course, every time you exit a bus or a tram or basically anything, you enter a giant mall. Look, oh my God. They've designed this city perfectly for you to spend all the money you have on everything. So another thing I noticed here in Dubai is if you're in a mall and you're trying to look for a specific thing, like in this case I'm trying to find the lookout point, it won't give you the quickest way there, it will actually take you through the entire mall. So it will say go left, go left, go left, go left until you've done a complete circle around the mall, and it will bring you back to pretty much where you started. So the entire, so far, I'm going to say country, because I've been to these 2 cities, Abu Dhabi and here in Dubai, and it's the same thing. It takes you on a long walk through all of the shopping. So at this mall that I got off of, there is a viewpoint way up at the top here. Well, not to be a negative Nancy, but if you're coming to Dubai on foot, like me, and you want to walk around, good luck. It is the most unorganized city for pedestrians. This country, I'm realizing, is made for money. It's made for people that rent cars. It's made for people that rent drivers and tour guides that take, you know, Ubers and taxis, and it's all about driving. So for me to try and get on this road, I had to walk around this thing and had to jump over a fence and climb down through a road and another road and a road down here and a road up there and a road over there. I'm trying to get to the sidewalk over there to walk out to the Point, but I can't. The only way to is to go back through the mall, the entire mall, to exit on the other side. Like, it's designed for everyone to drive or everyone to walk through malls and spend their money. So I'm sorry. I know I've only been in Dubai, what, 3 days now, but not liking it, not for me. I also don't really like Las Vegas, I don't really like New York City. I'm just not a big city guy and I'm not a money city guy. And that's what this is. It's nice to be here, cool things to see, but unless things change, it won't be on the top of my list, that's for sure. But still, come to Dubai, you may like it, just bring $17 million with you. I am back at the monorail, about to go out to the Point.
Next stop, the Point Station. Next stop, the Point Station.
Welcome to the Point. again, this area is called The Point. It's time to jump on the monorail and head out to Atlantis to get to the final checkpoint and walk around that area and see what's there. Of course, it starts with the mall. Well, there's swimming with dolphins, there's swimming with stingrays, there's surfing, there's underwater aqua park, there's everything here. Oh my God. Obviously, most of the beach, pretty much all of the beach and everything is not accessible unless you're a guest of Atlantis, which is, you know, that's normal. So I've decided to leave Atlantis and stroll around, see if I can get some views of the beach or anything at all. But it's a lot of private property, obviously, with these resorts that are on this area. Well, so I just spoke to some security at this hotel and I just said, listen, is there anywhere I can see the city from the water, take a photo, whatever? Nothing. This entire area is private beach only. So you pretty much can't even take a piss in a bush without having to pay a permit or so yeah, lots of beautiful things to see here, but you got to pay for it. Ha! Well, I gotta say this, it's unbelievable how much sand and humongous rocks and everything that was used to build all of these islands. It's absolutely crazy. And there is Atlantis from the other side. Time for me to head back and catch the last monorail back to the mainland.
Approaching the point station. Please note only first and last train doors will open at the point station. Thank you.
Well, this afternoon I'm going to explore a place called Miracle Garden, and apparently it is a huge round circular garden with millions of different types of flowers, and there's actually a huge, let's say, jumbo jet that's also sitting inside the park full of flowers. So I heard it's pretty cool, looks pretty cool online. Let's check out Miracle Garden. I got my ticket, let's go check it out.
Come. How with me? You will take a tour or?
This place is super cool. Oh my God. You gotta come here. Well, if you're a Disney World lover, flower lover, bush lover, or just like Fantasyland lover, you've got to come to the Miracle Gardens. This is wow. And thank you for visiting the Miracle Gardens. Have a wonderful night. So I'm just walking over to this mall to use the ATM machine called Batuta Mall, but I was not expecting it, well, to look like a Chinese palace. What an awesome mall. No, this is not a palace, it is a mall. Alright, so I just figured it out. I actually entered the mall through the China section of the mall, and then that section that you just saw with the elephant is actually the India section, and ahead of me is the Persia court. So it's a whole bunch of different countries inside this mall. Crazy! Persia is not complete without a Canadian Tim Hortons. Oh yeah. Here's another lovely frickin' story. You see the ATM machine behind me, Arab Bank. Now I need to clarify something here. I put my card in there, my debit card from Canada, to withdraw money. First of all, it does not want a receipt. You cannot do a receipt. When you ask for a receipt, it says not available. So I put fine, no receipt, because you gotta cancel the whole damn thing. Start over, and then put no receipt, go green, whatever. So then I push the 2,000 dirham button. It says it's 30 dirham charge. I said fine, okay, boom. It shoots out a 1,000 bill and a 500 bill. So with no receipt, obviously, I have no proof that the machine made an error. So I've spoken to customer service, I called the bank, they said we don't really know, blah blah, we'll check our cameras. There are so many scams in Dubai and so many scams in this country that I have seen in my week and a half here is unbelievable. And as you can see, the HSBC machine next to it, the North American machine, doesn't work, out of service, it's jammed, something's blocked. So you have to use the Arab one, doesn't give you a receipt and takes money from you. The lady next to me or behind me, she went in, she got her money. The one behind me also got their money. Then like the third person lost a 20. It said it would give them whatever, 1,000, they got 800. So there's a lot of scamming going on here. So I checked my online banking and there's one hell of a scam coming from this bank and this machine. I'm gonna finish up the mall and I'll explain it to you when I'm outside. Wow. Alright, so here's the story about the stupid bank machine. So basically what I did is I found some Wi-Fi and I went online, I checked my banking, and basically I was only charged the 1,500. However, the ATM machine charged me an interest rate for the 2,000. So even though I hit the 2,000, and then it told me it was going to charge me 30 dirham, which is about, I think, 11 Canadian, about $8 American, something like that. When I checked the banking, it looks like only 1,500 came out, which is correct, even though I hit the 2,000. But it charged me 100 dirham in fees, so not 30. So basically it charged me about $30 US to use the machine, and my own bank charged me another 5. If you're wondering what all that banging noise is, yes, I'm actually in the bathroom. And the reason I'm making this video in the bathroom is this city and this country has more security and more cameras I've seen in my life. Actually, I think it's the second or third most cameras in the world. And every time I pull the camera out to say anything, somebody comes up to me, sorry you can't record in here. I'm like, it's a mall, relax. So yep, I'm sitting on the toilet just so I can tell you the story. I punched in 2,000, received 1,500, but got nailed with a fee for 2,000. And there's no way to trace it because no receipt. So basically the girl after me, she went and she said, well, let me try it. She put her local card in, punched in 2,000, boom, got 2,000. Didn't get the fees. So honestly, I believe the scamming in these ATM machines is for tourists only. You put a foreign card in, you're gonna get nailed with a scam. There's the story. I'm gonna finish what I'm doing here in the bathroom and go back to my exploring. No offense, Dubai, not for me. Well, I was just strolling along and I came across these super fancy cars. I think this pretty much sums up Dubai. I happen to be on the car street right now and there are probably 50 of these stores full of fancy sports cars. Good morning. It is now time for a positive story that involves a city, Dubai, that's been not so positive. Here's the story. So one of my lovely translators that I met in Lviv, who's actually from Kharkiv in Ukraine, assisted in trying to find me a host or a location or a little bit of help here in Dubai because she had some contacts. So I stayed for a few days with a host and then I moved over to this wonderful little Airbnb. Super cute. Now what's best about this is the location of it is right next to a metro, which is great here in Dubai. No offense, Dubai, your bus public transportation is horrendous. So yes, they hooked this up for me for 2 weeks, absolutely free. Why? Because of my 8 months of volunteering in Ukraine. I guess they loved that and they were saying thank you, so they're helping me back. See what happens? Pay it forward, right? You do good for people and good comes back to you later. So to be honest with you, I'm completely 100% missing Ukraine. I think I'm going to fly through this Middle East journey a little bit quicker and maybe get back to Ukraine for the summer. There's some nice things to see here, obviously, but not really feeling it, not feeling it. But I think it's because of the 8 months in Ukraine, and then a couple of months downtime in Poland, and then boom, I came to incredibly fancy, shiny, golden, rich Dubai, which I've learned with my journey around the world that I just don't really like rich countries. I don't like money. And that's exactly what this is. But again, positive story. I'm staying with this lovely Ukrainian family, I believe, that own this building, or they own some apartments in this building. And they've given me this fancy room for 2 weeks so I could enjoy Dubai more. So super happy. The nicest people I'm meeting in Dubai are the Egyptians and the Jordanians and some people from Iraq, Indians, and of course the Ukrainians.
The next station is Mall of the Emirates.
Okay, so I'm stopping at the Mall of the Emirates to basically show you the indoor skiing that is at this mall. I know these windows are dirty, but you can actually see this is the mall down here, and then that is the top of the skiing. So if you're coming to Dubai, you're probably going to see that there is a lot of malls, massive malls, and many of them. And I thought it was mostly just because of the tourism. It's a rich country, they want to make a lot of money. But I found out today from my host that it's also because of excess heat in the summer. It can be 56 degrees during the day and as high as about 45 degrees at night. So apparently through the summer months, everyone spends all their time in air-conditioned places like malls. It's called the prayer time in the mall. Welcome to Ski Dubai, indoor skiing. So Ski Dubai has obviously indoor skiing, it has tobogganing, it has tubing, it has ski schools, ski shopping, winter this, winter that, snow this, snow that. Basically everything that, well, we're doing right now in Canada. Obviously people that live in the Middle East are going to absolutely love this, skiing and sledding and playing in the snow, and they have passes just to walk around in the snow. Super cool for people that do not have snow. Our Canadian guy who just came from Poland, yeah, I think he'll pass. Yeah, they apparently have penguin shows, and they're actually real penguins. So the video you just saw there going through that restaurant and through those windows is a Beirut restaurant with Lebanese people working in there. And when I said, hey, do you mind if I take a couple of videos and photos through your window? Ah, no problem, come on in. Super friendly, Lebanon, yep. And of course, just like the other mall I was in the other day, when you're trying to read the metro signs, it says turn right. You go right, you go halfway around the mall, then it says go left. You go left, halfway around the mall again. They've actually set all the signs up for you to go through the entire mall to find what you want. They don't give you the shortcut to the metro. They give you the route that brings you through every single store. It's time to exit the mall and head all the way out to the Burj. But before going there, I'm going to visit 2 resorts on the way. So the resort I'm going to peek into, I'm going to read it here, is the Jeremiah Del Al Masaif Resort. If it's private, I can't go in, but it looks pretty cool. It looks like a castle, a bunch of little islands and some shops. Look very cool. This resort is awesome. It's like an entire city. So I think I'm gonna sit on this super comfy chair next to these cool dudes here doing their cleaning and have my sandwich before I go in. And of course, there's another super cool mall. When you walk around this mall, it feels like you're in Morocco, in a bazaar in Marrakesh. They're selling incense and rugs and so many cool things. Well, the Burj might not be super fancy anymore compared to the other buildings in Dubai, but I believe this is the landmark of the city. So it is Friday afternoon here in Dubai. I'm heading to catch the metro behind me here. I head to the Expo 2020. So 3 years ago the Expo was here in Dubai. Apparently there are dozens of buildings and lots of cool things to see. A lot of it's closed, obviously. The Expo was 3 years ago. But there's some type of nighttime light show and some really funky things in some of the buildings. So the people that I've met here told me to go at night. So let's check out Expo 2020. Wow, there was only 2 people that got off at this Expo stop. One other guy disappeared and me. I get the whole metro station to myself. Ha.
Your attention please. The train now arriving at platform 2 terminates here.
Alright, so here's a map that'll help us out. I just got off the metro down here. There is a mall and a park as well that are down here, but as you can see, with all these different colors, they've divided it up into sections. I'm going to go into the center here at some point and check out, I believe the light show is going on in here. So I'm standing outside the Ukrainian pavilion here. All the pavilions are closed. You can walk around the whole grounds and see all the buildings, but everything is all closed up. Obviously the Expo was 3 years ago. But the Airbnb that I'm staying with, these lovely Ukrainian hosts that are allowing me to stay there, actually, I did chat with one of the ladies and she showed me, she actually came here 3 years ago to the Expo and showed me some footage, some video of what happened in here. So take a look at this footage. This is from a friend. a Ukrainian friend, and this is what happened inside the Ukrainian Pavilion Expo 2020. Take a look. So there you have it. That was apparently very emotional for anyone that went in there, especially Ukrainians. There were hundreds of thousands of sticky notes and just wishes to Ukraine and peace for Ukraine. So there's the pavilion behind. I'm going to explore more of the expo. Let's go. And of course the China pavilion is massive. I must say it is awesome yet super creepy to be like one of the only people walking around here. Now, many of the pavilions have been completely taken down, or they're behind these walls, as you can see beside me here. They're either doing renovations with them, turning them into something, or just using the materials for something else. I am saving the best for last, which is that giant plaza way down there. So I am kind of on the inside / outside of the Sustainability Pavilion, which is quite the structure. Welcome to the water feature. There is a show every 10 minutes and it runs for approximately 5 to 10 minutes depending on the show. It is 3 man-made waterfalls in a ginormous circle, and the water comes rushing off the top, and apparently there's a spectacular show. So I'm going to stick around to check this out. Alright, so I just bought my ticket. It's, well, 30 dirham, which is about $8 US to go up this baby right here. The Garden in the Sky.
Welcome to Garden in the Sky. It will take just under a minute to reach the top. For your safety, please do not lean over the barriers. من أجل سلامتك، الرجاء عدم الاتكاء على الحواجز.
And now for the Expo 2020 big finale, the pavilion. Well, that's it for Expo City. You know, I gotta say this. You can come to Dubai just to see that and go home, and that would be enough. Oh my God. Incredible place. I have no idea what that would have been like when it was open 3 years ago. Everything completely open, but this is something you must see when coming to Dubai.